Welcome to the latest edition of the Miss Gibraltar pageant, the Head-to-Head Challenge. My name is Jaylynn Cruz.
And I'm Shayana Sobaldi, and we will be your hosts for today's challenge.
So in 2017, the Miss World organization launched the Head-to-Head Challenge in order for the contestants to get a fair shot at proving themselves worthy of being in the top 40. Now, Number One Models has been inspired by this and has taken it on, brought it into this year's Miss World pageant, in order for the public, yourselves, to get to know the contestants on a more personal level.
So let's welcome group number 2. Jaylynn Cruz, Celine Mor, Sabrina Wahnon, and Sarah Cruz. Girls, you all look beautiful, may I say, and just speak from the heart, be yourselves, and no doubt the public are going to fall in love with you all. So let me explain how this works. The contestants have been divided into 3 different groups, and for today's challenge, we're going to get to know the girls a little bit more. We're going to watch the introduction video and ask some questions based on what they have said. We will then ask them a final surprise question, and this is how you can vote for the People's Choice Award.
To vote for Jaylynn Cruz, sponsored by Gibraltar Insurance, please call 8684.
To vote for Celine Mor, sponsored by Green Arc, please call 8685.
To vote for Sabrina Wahnon, sponsored by Fit for Life, call 8686.
And finally, to vote for Sarah Cruz, sponsored by La Tapija Sixtina, please call 8687.
Call costs £1. Mobile surcharges apply. Please seek bill player's permission prior to calling. So are you ready, girls? Let's start with our contestant number 5, Jaylynn Cruz.
Hi. Hello, my name is Jaylynn Cruz. I'm 26 years old. I'm contestant number 5 and my sponsor is Gibraltar Insurance. Something interesting about me is that I'm a teacher with a specialism in special education and disability. Throughout my academic journey, I have been able to teach English as an additional language to children in Thailand. I have also been fortunate enough to undertake an internship in Washington, D.C., where I focused on the employment of people with disabilities, as well as learn about the disability rights movement in America. Please vote for me on 8684. Thank you very much.
Wow, Jaylynn, so that's a really admiring career choice.
Thank you.
My question is, what made you decide to pursue a career in special education and needs and disability?
Thank you for your question. It's a funny story. So when I was applying to university, I wrote my personal statement initially to apply for a degree in primary education. Upon giving my personal statement to my head of year, she read it over and said, actually, Jaylynn, your whole personal statement is based on your Cheshire Homes experience in the Dad and Hannah home in Morocco. This is a centre that caters for adults and children with disability. So I actually hadn't realised how much of an impact that had on my life. So I went for not complete, but a career change, and I applied for a degree in special education needs and disability. And actually, for me, it's the best thing I've done. I consider it to be more than just a profession. It's definitely a vocation. I go into work every single day, and I'm very fortunate that I love what I do. So that's it, really. Thank you.
I'm really happy that you found a career choice that makes you happy, and no doubt does it make a lot of other children and people happy. So
Thank you.
grateful.
And now we're going to move on to contestant number 6, Celine Mor.
Hello, my name's Celine Mor. I'm 18 years old. I'm contestant number 6 and sponsored by Green Arc. A very interesting fact about myself is that from a very young age, I've always had a very big passion for makeup, and over the years that passion has grown. It's helped me gain a lot of confidence and believe that I can put myself and my work out there. Makeup is also a way that I use to express and discover my creativity. So please vote for me on 8685. Thank you.
Wow, Celine, it's fantastic to hear that makeup inspired you in such a way for your creativity, but also for your self-confidence. So my question is, how do you see yourself in the makeup industry in the future?
So in the future, I'd like to see makeup as a full-time career and be recognized as a makeup artist, because I'd love to enhance people's beauties and use my creativity to help them feel more confident about themselves.
I have no doubt you're really going to achieve that goal.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Now on to contestant number 7, Sabrina Wahnon.
Hello, my name is Sabrina Wahnon. I'm 20 years old. I'm contestant number 7 and I'm sponsored by Fit for Life. And an interesting fact about me is that I feel like I represent the diversity that's in Gibraltar, as I'm half Moroccan, half Gibraltarian. My mum took us to live in Morocco for 8 years to learn a little bit more about our culture and religion, and I feel like that has enriched my knowledge of cultures and languages, as I now speak 4 languages. And please vote for me on 8686. Thank you.
Sabrina, speaking 4 languages is seriously impressive.
Thank you.
So what 4 languages do you speak? And if you were to learn a new language, what language would it be?
So I speak English, French, Spanish and Arabic, and if I were to learn another language, I would love to learn Turkish, because last time I was there, I loved it. I just loved the food, the culture, how historical the country is and its people. But I also felt like there was a language barrier between me and them. I really want to go back, but I would love to connect with them a little bit more, understand them a little bit more, and learning the language would be the solution for that.
Fantastic, and yes, I've been to Turkey before and it is really, really nice place, so I hope you go back soon.
Thank you. And now we move on to our final contestant. Contestant number 8, Sarah Cruz.
Hello, my name is Sarah Cruz. I'm 26 years old, contestant number 8, and sponsored by La Tapilla Sixtina. An interesting fact about me is that I'm a primary education teacher. My passion for teaching comes from empowering children to strive to be their best selves, as well as fostering a love for learning through creative learning. Vote for me on 8687. Thank you.
Sarah, it's beautiful to see your passion for your job, and I can see for you it's not a job, it's a vocation. So my question for you is, the children you teach learn from you. Now, what have you learned from those children?
I've learned many things from the children that I've taught. One of the most important ones would be to never be afraid of failure. Mistakes are lessons to be made, and we learn from those lessons. Every time we learn a lesson, we become wiser and we become stronger. Another thing that they've taught me is to always dream big. Children dream about being a pilot or dream about being an astronaut, and then when we grow as an adult, we kind of lose that. And it's quite beautiful to have such big dreams. At the end of the day, you are your only limit, so never be afraid of what you can do and what you could be. The last thing that they've taught me is to find something special in everybody. Everybody has that something that makes them sparkle. And children look at us with these beaming eyes of joy. And if we looked at each other through the eyes of children, the world would definitely be a kinder place.
Well, Sarah, what a beautiful answer. And I can tell from what you said, you are a great role model for the younger generation. Well done.
To vote for Jaylynn Cruz, sponsored by Capurro Insurance, please call 8684.
To vote for Celine Mor, sponsored by Green Arc, please call 8685.
To vote for Sabrina Wahnon, sponsored by Fit for Life, call 8686.
And finally, to vote for Sarah Cruz, sponsored by La Tapilla Sixtina, please call 8687.
Call costs £1. Mobile surcharges apply. Please seek bill player's permission prior to calling.
And now it's time for the final question. And the first question goes to Jaylynn. Jaylynn, are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you.
What is the most inspiring moment in your life?
Thank you for your question, Cheyenne. I can't think of any moment in particular that has been exceptionally inspiring to me, but what I do know is that when bad things happen and people go through hardships, and how they overcome them, that is inspiring to me. I know a lot of people who are directly related to me, family, friends, the children who I work with, the families who I work with, who overcome hardships on a day-to-day basis, and that for me is inspiring. The way that they make life grow around them rather than them feeling defeated. It's always about trying to see the silver lining of things, and that's something that my job has taught me in particular. So yeah, I think that there are lots of inspiring things happening around me, and it's all about taking the good from everyone and everything, and hopefully channeling that into my own life.
Such a beautiful answer, and I have no doubt that you've also inspired others. It's a ripple effect. So well done.
Thank you.
Okay, on to our next question. This is for Celine. Why did you join the Miss Gibraltar pageant?
So I've entered the Miss Gibraltar pageant as from a very young age. It's always been a dream of mine. My main hobbies have always been beauty and fashion, and the way that the past Miss Gibraltars have always influenced me as a little girl. I would love to have the opportunity to be able to influence our younger generation now.
Fantastic. I think you're going to have the best time ever, and I can't wait to see you in the show.
Sabrina, for your question, what do you value most in life?
So what I value most in life is health and my parents. They have both influenced the way I am in different ways and in different times of my life. So thanks to my mom, I'm the strong woman that I am today, and I can overcome the hardships of life. And thanks to my dad, he's influenced my work ethic, and probably encouraged me to continue my education in times where I wasn't thinking the best way.
Well done, and I have no doubt that both your parents are very proud of you today.
Thank you.
Well done, Sabrina.
And on to our last question. This question is for Sarah. What makes you unique?
I think what makes me unique is that I have the ability to see the positive in every situation, and I'm able to transfer that energy onto those around me. I believe that everything that happens is for a reason. We need to learn from the things that happen to us because, like I said previously, they make us wiser and they make us stronger. Additionally, things will happen to us in life that we haven't really planned. And those are things that we need to take in our stride, because sometimes what you may not have planned might be actually bigger and better for you.
I agree, totally.
And there you have it, your group 2.
Stay tuned for our third episode of the Head to Head Challenge. See you soon. To vote for Jaylynn Cruz, sponsored by Capurro Insurance, please call 8684.
To vote for Celine Mor, sponsored by Green Arc, please call 8685.
To vote for Sabrina Wahnon, sponsored by Fit for Life, call 8686.
And finally, to vote for Sarah Cruz, sponsored by La Tapija Sixtina, please call 8687.
Call costs £1. Mobile surcharges apply. Please seek bill player's permission prior to calling.